I'm finally back with another YouTube video. It takes me so long to post. I can't even remember when the last video I posted was, but it was probably a very long time ago because I know that I'm very inconsistent with the YouTube videos. And I do enjoy them. I just don't enjoy the editing. That's my least favorite part. But I decided to come on here because it is, well, tomorrow will officially be June, which will make it officially 2 months, probably a little bit over 2 months before I travel for the first time with EF Ultimate Break. So I decided to go ahead and make some sort of review video for that, or at least for the process, because I can't review the trip yet because I won't be going on the trip until late August. So first off, EF Ultimate Break is a travel company for 18 to 29-year-olds, and it's meant to kind of help young people solo travel. So the idea is that it's group travel, so it's lots of individual people coming together all in a group to travel the world. In this case, when I go in August, I will be going with my brother, so I will have someone there with me. So it will technically be a solo trip, but I'm sure there will be other people that are in the group who are traveling alone without family and friends, and who are there to travel within the group. So I'm excited about that. And when I was doing my research last year, I was looking for travel companies that would have to travel to Europe in a group with a group of people because I wasn't sure if I was going to be bringing a family member or a friend or something like that. But it was a perfect situation for me, and it just so happened that my brother wanted to go as well. But I'm really impressed with EF. I just like to say, at least with the beginning process of all this, they make it very, very easy and they explain everything on their website. I know for me, this would be the first time I'm ever traveling with a company who's arranging all of my travel stuff for me. So it was making me very anxious, at least in the beginning, because I'd never done this before. And as you will notice in a little bit when I'll tell you the financials of it all, it was a very expensive thing to begin to pay for. So I was just a little bit nervous about it. I did do a lot of research on YouTube, looking up other people who had gone on these trips and vacations. And actually, just recently, I found a girl who went on the same exact trip that I'll be taking in August. So that reassured me a lot, and it made me feel very, very calm and happy about the process. I'm so excited to go now. I'll probably try to link her channel or her video, like somewhere within this video, so that we can kind of get an idea of what I'll be experiencing in August. But again, this travel company is only for 18 to 29-year-olds, which makes it very unique. It's a very young crowd. You don't have to worry about, I don't know, 30s, 40s, and beyonds. Within your group, you kind of have like the same things to talk about. You're probably going through the same experiences, and it kind of changes the whole dynamic of the group travel aspect because we all kind of have some sort of common element, like that we're all young people basically. So I'm excited about that. I like that. And then another part of that is that I'll be turning 25, so I only have like 4 years to continue to travel with ES. So my plan is to hopefully take a trip with them every year if I can, up until I turn 29. But let's get into what I'll be doing in August. I'll be going to Barcelona, Paris, and London with EF. I'm so excited. My trip departs August 25th, and then I'll be back in the US September 4th. So I believe that's like, what, 11 days? So it's a pretty lengthy trip. Of course, it's 3 cities, and within that time, you'll travel to all three of them. There's travel days. We leave from where I'm here in Chicago. I would leave from Chicago to London on a plane, obviously, and then I think I spend like maybe 2 days in London, and then from London to Paris we take a train, and we spend about 2 days in Paris, and then from Paris to maybe like 3 days, and then from Paris to Barcelona we fly internally, like in the EU or wherever. We travel from Paris to Barcelona on a plane, and we spend about 3 or so days in Barcelona, and then from Barcelona we fly back to the U.S. wherever we originated from. So everyone's flying from their home cities and places, and we're all going to meet up in London with a tour guide and a person who's going to kind of get us all on a bus and get us to our hotel room there in London. So I'm excited about that. Right now, I don't have any flight or accommodation itineraries or anything like that because they don't give you that information until a month before because they don't make the arrangements, I'm assuming, until that time, maybe to save costs or whatever the case may be. So I don't have any of like the exact places I'll be staying and things like that. Obviously, I wouldn't share them anyways, but I don't even know, even though I want to know. But I'll have to wait until mid-July to even get that information. So let's get into how much this all costs and how long I've been paying for it. So going into the payment section of the website. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the starting with the base price for this trip, the trip fee, was $2,809, which I personally think just as a base cost is a really, really, really great deal for Barcelona, Paris, and London. All three of those cities, honestly, I feel like just the flight alone to London round trip might have cost you $2,800. For a really good flight, maybe first class, something I don't know, but that's the price for the entire trip for three cities, which is crazy. And then on top of that price, you can add excursions. And of course, for me, um, I just went ahead and I added all the excursions for every city that we're going to be in. There is, I believe, five, three, four. So there's four excursions, one in each city. So there's a Barcelona beach day, a London Eye and River cruise, Sagrada Familia excursion, and then a Versailles experience in France. So there's two excursions in Barcelona, one in London, one in France. And then on top of that, since I will be traveling there with my brother, I decided to do the twin room upgrade, which basically means that they won't just place you in like a group room. For instance, that I think initially that basic trip fee price is only going to include a single gender room. So it'll be maybe like I'm assuming like three or four girls in one room, and then three or four guys in another room, things like that, kind of like hostel style. But if you're traveling with someone, obviously you want to stay in the room with them. So I decided to do that upgrade so me and my brother could stay together and hope keep each other safe. I also, of course, added the travel protection just because shit happens. So I decided to add that on there because you never know. You want to be protected as possible, be as protected as possible. So once I've added all the excursions, the twin room upgrade, and that insurance policy, my total came up to $3,578. So again, still a great deal for all those cities, all those excursions, flights, accommodations. I believe breakfast is included every day. One of those ones are included every day, and you're only responsible for your other meal really because I believe I want to say it's breakfast and dinner. I don't know for sure. I think it's lunch is the only thing you have to pay for. But some of your meals are included, and your accommodations are completely included, and your flights are completely included, and they book all of that for you. Only thing that you're responsible for is any additional meals you want to eat, and of course souvenirs. And if you want to do something other than those excursions, like if you want to leave one of those excursions and do some other types of things, of course you have to pay for your tickets to do those things. Um, Basically, I'm so proud of myself because I only have out of that $3,578, I've been paying on this for over a year now, I think, just like small increments every month. And I'm at this point, I'm down to only owing them $530. So let's get it. Only a couple more months. Only got $500 or so up on my bill. It's time to go. So I'm excited. Um, so the payment plan option is really interesting to me, which is another reason why I'm so excited about EF is the fact that you can pay in increments. When I first started paying for this, it was back in June of 2021, so it has been over a year that I've been paying for next month to make it a year. Um, at first, I was on the bi-monthly plan where I was paying twice a month. So like, I think it was either like the 15th or the 30th or somewhere around that range, and I was paying about 125 each payment time, whatever. That was working for me for a little bit, and then like midway through, I was like, I'm sick of paying this bill twice a month. Like it's just getting to be kind of chaotic. I'd rather just pay a large lump sum for the month and be done with it. So at that point, I kind of changed it over, and I had missed a payment or so. So like my plan was like all out of whack. So then I just decided to add it to like the 1 month thing. I think I've been doing that for about maybe 3 months or so, and my monthly payment is about three. Well, it was like 340, but I've been like, and then on top of that, what I've been doing is like if I have a little bit of extra money throughout the month, I'll just make a payment to the account. If that makes sense. So I'll make my monthly payment, and then if I have additional funds, I'll just keep making payments throughout the month to get it paid down. And doing that will decrease your monthly fee, your monthly like auto pay or whatever. So that's been helping me. So I don't know if I'll be making any additional payments. Probably not until next month or until after I make my payment in June, and I may just go ahead and try to knock it out in June, maybe. I don't know. So, but I'm excited about that. I believe it's really a great thing that they have so many options and ways to pay. You can also, of course, pay it all in one lump sum, once you get the money and just do it that way. The only thing with that is that, like, all the spots can be taken, so you would be upset. But other than that, it's a really great flexible option. I've really been enjoying the process. I'm so excited to travel with them. I've been watching so many videos. It's getting me very, very excited about all this. And yeah, I just wanted to share my experience so far. I, of course, will be vlogging and trying to take as much videos and pictures while I'm on the trip, but I wanted to kind of do a video just like pre-excitement of the travel, just like kind of the planning process and about my experience just with EF pre-travel. So again, this is my first EF trip. I'm very excited about it. I'm going on a Barcelona, Paris, and London trip. It's from August 25th until September 4th, and I'm very, very excited, as I'm sure you can probably tell. But feel free to leave any comments or questions or concerns. I'll try to maybe include some like clips of the website and what it looks like and what my account looks like once you've signed up and you're actually going on a trip. Because I feel like this is like really informative. Also, I wanted to include they've just started like an EF Ultimate Break travel app, which I find to be so cool. I just downloaded it maybe like a month ago, and it's so cool. You can like chat with like the other people that are gonna be in your trip right through the app. You can, of course, pay your bill. You can like change your profile. You can add a picture and bio. And, like, I really like the chat feature, right? You can kind of like talk to the people that are traveling. So that's been one of my favorite features to kind of play around with. I know that a month before the trip, they'll create a Facebook group for you and all the other people, and the tour guide to be in. But this chat is a cool feature because, of course, you have to wait a pretty long time to get into that Facebook group because it's a month before. The chat is open already, like right now. So I've been able to chat and kind of get to know a little bit about some of the people that are going to be going on the trip and kind of get a feel for how many people will be going. I think on my trip it's like 36 people. So yeah, I'm so excited. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that is.